Eastbourne, it's a joint v Eala WTA 250 final at Devonshire Park. The championship match of the WTA 250 Lexus Eastbourne Open will be contested by Maya Joint and Alexandra Eala on Saturday, both unseeded and both surprise finalists. There were tough moments where she was playing well, and I didn't know how to get out of it. It was a challenge for both of us, physically and mentally. We both came from qualies, and she's a really solid player. Had some moments where she was really dominating. So the fact that I was able to stay there and wait for my opportunities was a big achievement from a 19-year-old joint. An American-born Australian came from 3-5 down in the first set to defeat Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova 7-5, 6-3, while 20-year-old Eala, the first from the Philippines in history to reach a WTA final, battled past Varvara Gracheva 7-5, 2-6, 6-3 in a high-quality semi-final between two qualifiers. The final will be the youngest title match in terms of combined age at Eastbourne since 1981, when an 18-year-old Tracy Austin triumphed over a 16-year-old Andrea Jaeger. Joint continued her perfect preparation for Wimbledon, having blasted past big names all week at Devonshire Park, including two-time Wimbledon finalist Ons Jabeur and U.S. Open champion Emma Raducanu, despite it being just her second senior grass court event. Now she has added a Russian veteran, Pavlyuchenkova, to her growing list of scalps, ahead of her opening round next week at the championships against 19-seed Lyudmila Samsonova, who is also from Russia. The teenager showed fighting spirit to come back from behind in the first set, before taking control against the experienced 33-year-old, ranked 53 in the world. Super exciting. I think, if you told me at the beginning of the week that I'd be in the final, I wouldn't believe you, said Joint. I've definitely learned to love grass this week. Everyone that came out and supported, thank you. You made me love grass, so thank you. If Joint can win the final, she will be the first Australian woman to win the event in its 50-year history. The world number 51 might be making her a grass court debut this week, but she is no stranger to competing in a WTA final, having won the WTA 250 clay court title in Rabat. The Aussie will be hoping to use that accomplishment to her advantage as she looks to etch her name on a second trophy of the season. I can take confidence that I won it, a final last time. Maybe I'll be a little bit less nervous than last time, but I'm really excited to come out here and play another match, she said. I'm super excited to play Alex Eala. I think we're going to have a great match. It was a slow start for the teenager, who quickly trailed Pavlyuchenkova 3-5 in the opening set, but when the Russian served to take a one-set lead, Joint sparked alive, going on to win the last 4 games on the bounce to snatch the advantage from the veteran's grasp. Joint managed to raise her level further in the second, and was particularly impressive in her service games, dropping just 6 points behind on serve throughout the 41-minute set. With confidence now flowing in her game, the 19-year-old Aussie went on an all-out attack on her returns, breaking Pavlyuchenkova to love in the third game of the second set, before sealing her spot in Saturday's final with another break to 15. Joint is now currently at number 41 in the live rankings, and has the chance to win her second tournament in 5 weeks, having begun the year at 116, which was a massive improvement on being number 1384 just 18 months ago. In the final, Joint faces another rising star in Alex Eala, who outlasted a fellow her qualifier, France's Varvara Gracheva, 7-5, 2-6, 6-3, in the other semifinal. Eala burst onto the tennis scene by defeating 3 Grand Slam champions, Jelena Ostapenko, Madison Keys, and Iga Swiatek, to reach the Miami semifinals in March, but then lost 4 of her next 5 tour-level matches. Her flat, left-handed ground strokes are effective on the grass, though, and having come through qualifying in Nottingham last week, Eala did so again this week in Eastbourne. In the main draw, she has beaten Lucia Bronzetti, Ostapenko via retirement, Diana Yastremska, and now Gracheva. After completing the 2-hour, 22-minute win over the Russian-born Frenchwoman, she was emotional and almost lost for words in her on-court interview. There were tough moments where she was playing well, and I didn't know how to get out of it, she admitted. It was a challenge for both of us, physically and mentally. We both came from qualies, and she's a really solid player. Had some moments where she was really dominating. So the fact that I was able to stay there and wait for my opportunities was a big achievement for me. The match was a terrific tussle, with the momentum swinging back and forth between the two as they responded to every shift in the other's favor by raising their own level. Eala made the first move, leaping out to a 4-1 lead, only for Gracheva to hit back with a 4-game run and serve for the first set at 5-4. The Filipina denied her, reeling off 5 games of her own to snatch the opener and lead 2-0 in the second, when Gracheva hit a hot streak, seizing 6 games in a row to take the second set and level the match. Eala took an early 3-1 lead in the decider, only to be pegged back again at 3-3, with the 7th game running to 5 deuces and Gracheva holding a point to break for 4-3, but the Filipina held firm, swatting away a winner to save it and, eventually, coming through. It proved to be decisive as she dropped just 2 more points in the last 2 games of the contest. They had thrilled the Eastbourne crowd with a series of all-court exchanges, Eala's reactions at net proving key in the opening set, while Gracheva's backhand was lethal throughout the second. Eala came out on top of a number of lungbusters at the start of the decider, utilizing her drop shot to superb effect, and a rally of ever-sharper angles highlighted Gracheva's mini comeback in that set. The final will be a first encounter between World No. 74 Eala and World No. 51 Joint, and the latter will be seeking a second career title following her maiden trophy in Rabat on clay 5 weeks ago. Next week, Eala has been drawn against defending Wimbledon champion Barbara Krejcikova in the first round at SW19.